It's R.E.D. Red. It's Michelle Barone, your host, and I'm here with Ashleigh McPherson, your co-host.
Hey, guys.
Ashleigh, today is special. I'm so happy to be here with you two.
I'm so excited. It's episode 2 of season 4.
Yes, and first time with a guest. I just feel like live. I feel like this episode is really going to set the tone for the season.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I'm ready to get back at it. I've missed filming, so I'm glad to be back.
Absolutely. Today we're here with soccer star. That's right. He is the king. And he's in the building right now. His name is Maximo Ravano, and his friend and my friend Jay from The Challenge. What's up, guys?
What's going on, guys?
Yeah. We got to do a round of applause for these two. Come on, everybody. We got a studio full here. Are you ready to reveal your best skin yet? Look no further than Derma Laser Center, your premier destination for advanced aesthetic treatments. We understand that confidence starts with healthy, radiant skin, offering a wide range of services tailored to your unique needs. From laser hair removal to skin rejuvenation using state-of-the-art technology to help you achieve your skincare goals effectively and safely. Say goodbye to unwanted hair, stubborn acne, or age spots. With our personalized approach and proven results, we trust Derma Laser Center to deliver exceptional care and unparalleled results. Ready to take the first step towards glowing, flawless skin? Visit Derma Laser Center today and discover the difference for yourself. Schedule your consultation now. Call 845-47-DERMA. That's 845-473-3762. Or find us on the web at dermalasercenterny.com. Your journey to beautiful skin starts here. Hey guys, before today's episode, I want to talk to you about something that Ashleigh and I care a lot about: mental health.
That's right. Taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical health. And Mental Health America of Dutchess County is the perfect place for that help.
Absolutely. Mental Health America of Dutchess County is super empowering and helps so many people with so many problems.
Honestly, it's pretty amazing seeing how mental health actually affects people. I mean, the guests that we've had on the show, we've talked about mental health in almost every episode, and it's a serious topic.
Now's the time to prioritize your mental well-being. If you're suffering from anxiety, depression, or anything mental health related, visit Mental Health America Dutchess County at mhaduchess.org. I like the bow. That was cute.
Yeah. So switch it up,
That's it. So, Jay, where are you from, Jay? Tell me everything. Give me your whole background. I want to know the challenge. How'd you get there?
Oh my God, how much time do we have?
About 13 minutes,
All right, let's get started. I'm born and raised in the Bronx.
All right. I
Born and
can't
raised in the
tell at all,
Bronx.
by the way.
Anytime I speak, everyone's like, Jersey or New York? Which one? I'm like,
Yeah.
Bronx.
That's it.
Absolutely.
No Jersey kid here. Come on now.
All about the Bronx.
That's right. So what led you to the challenge?
I originally did Real World. I was
yeah?
an original cast member on the Real World like 11 years ago or so.
Wow.
And from Real World, I did a couple other shows. I even did a little Catfish appearance.
Yeah.
And ended up getting a call for the challenge. And now I've done my second challenge, which is currently airing right now, actually.
Oh, that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
right. I think I saw you last night on TV. Is that correct?
You did.
That
Yes.
was you?
That was me.
I knew it
God,
was.
I love this.
I knew it. I
So
just didn't
how
wanna...
did it go?
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I'm the only person who hasn't come in the bottom group yet. And we're
Yeah.
on, what,
We
week
got the winner
six?
right here.
Whoa.
Not yet.
We're getting there. We're making our way there.
That's
we're making
it.
our way
Speaking
there.
it into existence.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm
Well,
with it. I'm with
speaking
it.
of challenges, Maximo, I have heard so much about you. You are awesome on TikTok. You have a huge following. You do soccer tricks. You are fit. I mean, I wish we could, we're not going there on this episode, but you are fit beyond belief and done so much with your career. How did you get here? It takes a lot of dedication. It takes strategy. It takes leadership, motivation. Dedication of staying consistent. It's so hard. How'd you do it, and what inspires you each day?
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely took a lot of dedication. I mean, I started playing soccer since I was the age of 3, so I've been playing my whole life, basically.
3 years old.
Yeah, 3 years old, and obviously I'm 20 now, so I've been playing for my whole life. It's been a journey. Definitely inspired by my dad and the people around me playing soccer my whole life. I just grew a big passion for it. Yeah, born in Manhattan and then grew up in Connecticut, played for strong teams throughout my entire life and just took it really seriously. Had a good, well-rounded group of people around me at all times supporting me. But definitely takes a lot of dedication and a lot of commitment. And dealing with adversity is a big one. So I've had a really good time so far, and my journey's been pretty exciting.
Before we go on to your next question, because you said a lot there, and I can't wait to get into all that. I want to give a shout out to your dad because he brought you here today. So let's give a round of applause to his dad, because I'm a mom of a soccer player, and he plays 7 days a week, and he's only 7, but he's doing really well. He's playing up, and it is hard. Even at this age, I go with him 7 days a week. Always there, Dad. So shout out to you for bringing him here. Now he's doing big things, and it's all paying off. So, Dad, great job. But for you, you talked about adversity, right? Yeah. I want to hear about that because I'm starting to experience that at 7 years old. I'm on the sideline. My son's doing well. And some people, say, well, he could, maybe it's his attitude or maybe this and that. And I always feel like I want to know from your point of view, when did you start seeing and feeling this, and did it affect you in the game?
Adversity, yeah. So I'd say definitely I know the moment I felt it. So I was definitely going through my soccer career path, and then once I hit 11 years old, I was dealing with teammates not sharing the ball I wanted, just dealing with I felt like I needed to take my level up, take my game up to where I felt like I was valued as a player and where my team would work with me and not around me. That was a big thing that I felt. And
do you think it was, your level of play was always great. What do you think held them back from sharing with you?
I think it just took, there was definitely some players that were talented and had a good knowledge, a good football IQ. So I just feel like it was my moment where I was a little bit, tired of dealing with the same stuff, where I was like, I'm going to try for another team. And then from there it went really well, and I was on a much stronger team, and then that was basically the start of where I felt confident and I was really growing as a player.
Wow, that's incredible. And it's interesting. Your team matters so much because even on the challenge, you have a little bit of a different thing going on, but and we're gonna get into that. But as far as the team is concerned, you have to have their buy-in to do well. It's a team sport. Leadership's super important. How has leadership shaped your career?
I think leadership's a huge role. Whether you're the leader or you're being led by someone, that's a huge role. It's a big part in what carries you to play the sport. Because when it's a team sport, you need someone who's either you're leading the way, setting by example, or you're having someone do that for you, and that's gonna carry you. It's gonna encourage you to keep playing. I feel like when the times that I felt the best is when I feel confident in what's the next job, what's the next thing we're gonna do, whether you're the one leading or someone's leading. It's definitely an important role in all team sports.
Absolutely. What advice would you give to your younger self?
That's a tough question. Advice I give to my younger self, I'd probably say work a little harder, to be honest.
Really?
As hard as I worked, I would say I work a little harder.
There's always room to
There's always room to grow. There's always room to grow. I think if I were to coach my own son right now, there's certain very small things, but that they would fundamentally change where I would be today if I was restarting the process.
No, absolutely.
You're 20 years old?
I'm 20, yeah.
20. He's a baby.
My God, and you got that head on your shoulders already?
Can you believe this? He's like, I'd work harder.
I want him
20.
as my next partner on the challenge, right?
Your next partner. Listen, he knows how to be a team player.
That was a heck of an answer.
All right,
I'm
so
impressed.
next time you get cast, you're
I'm
bringing
impressed.
him on.
I'm impressed. I'm seriously impressed. That's
Appreciate it,
awesome.
Jay.
Good for you, dude.
Appreciate
Speaking of teams, how far do you think your team's going this season? Do we already know on the challenge or what?
We do already know.
We do already know.
I already know.
All right.
Everybody else doesn't already know.
All right, so we don't
No
already know, but it
spoilers, no
doesn't.
spoilers.
It's a good group right here.
No
we'll
spoilers.
just share the secret together.
Yeah, we can share the
So,
secret.
to everyone else that watches,
Something like
it's
that.
fantastic.
Something like
When's the
that.
season over?
We'll air
Couple
at
more weeks,
the
couple
we'll
more
air at
weeks.
the hour before. No, I'm just kidding.
Right, we do the season finale.
Yeah, season finale
there
right
you
here
go.
on Red.
That'd be great.
So speaking of teams, though, you've been on quite a few teams in your career. How has it been for you? On reality television, by the way.
Yeah. The fun aspect of this season is that it's not the same team. Last season that I did of the challenge, you had one partner, which was your ex-girlfriend, and that was your partner for the whole season. Now on this one,
Wait, they actually did that on purpose?
yes,
Yeah.
that's
Like
it.
they called in your ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, and
you
I didn't
believe
know
that?
until I showed up there, and then
That's
she was
scary.
there, and we looked at each other and we're
No.
like, "You got to be kidding me!" And that
No
was
way.
my partner for that whole entire season. Yeah.
At least it wasn't the girl that catfished you, right?
I never got catfish,
No.
but no, thank God. That changed quickly. But on All Stars 4 on this season, we get a different partner each time, where there's group partner, teams of 4. Then the next week it's a team of 2. Then it's a team of 3, and they switch it up. So it goes back to the whole leadership thing and having to work hard, where you got to actually pull that team together because you haven't worked with them ever, and now you have to do this or you're going home.
What was it like working with your ex? That is tough, right? It sounds like he's going back to
sounds
the
like a
team you
nightmare.
were
Yeah,
on
sounds- yeah.
when you
How
were
do
a
they
kid.
pick which
Yeah,
ex?
it's someone you don't want to be with.
It's
Pretty
not
much.
fun.
They just pick and they're just like,
She was on Real World as well.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, she was on Real World as well. She's not on this current season with me. It's just me
probably
out there rocking by
probably
myself.
Breath
that
of
way.
fresh air,
Yeah.
right? A little. Or,
Being able to just do my thing
Yeah,
out there, absolutely.
of
it
course.
is.
What
Yeah.
happened when you saw her?
This was 8 years ago on this one. I don't.
Yeah.
You were just like,
we
"Oh."
just looked at each other and we're like, "You got to be kidding me! Like, we got to do this again." We both had the same reaction, and we were just like, "All right,
That's
let's
so
work for
funny.
it, right? We $250,000 on the line. Like,
let's go,
let's
baby.
put it aside and do
That's
what we got to do."
That's a house right there. You know, you can do
100%, exactly. And that's what I'm fighting for this season right now.
That's right. Let's go.
There you
Come
go.
on.
Best of
Although
luck, best
when
of
we
luck.
asked him if he won, he didn't
You know,
seem.
he
I
didn't
can't
seem
be. I
too
can't
excited.
get that information. But what I was able to tell you was so far in 6 episodes, I'm the only person still not to come in the last group.
All right. I want
22 of us.
I
I'm the
think we
only
might
one.
have a winner here.
I think we might have to bring in a lie detector.
I know we got.
Come on in, guys.
We're friends.
I know we got a winner with Maximo here, but I don't know right
don't
here
know.
if we got a winner or not.
Only time will tell.
He's only 20 years old. He's got
We'll
plenty of
see.
time to go. You're definitely going to outshine me, believe me. 20 years old,
He's amazing. Well, I mean, how old are you? You're
35.
that. No way.
You really don't want
You
No,
look
you're right. I'm
22.
not. I'm lying right there. I'm 36.
Lie detector, lie
You look
detector.
22.
She nodded at me. Was like, "You're 36." Yeah. I'm like, "You're right. Yep, I'm
I
36."
love it. Oh my God, that's crazy. Well, I have to say, you know, we went into leadership and we talked about dedication. Let's talk about consistency, because that's something in sports, in the game of soccer, on the challenge. Consistency is so important. How do you both kind of face being consistent and not waking up the next day saying, you know what, I'm done with this. Like, this is too much. I don't want to deal with my teammate. I don't want to deal with my partner. I'm done. How do you do
Well,
it?
I can probably vouch for you on this one too, that you do wake up exactly like that. Where you're like,
Yeah.
"Forget my partner. I am done with this. Or, forget my team. Like, they're screw this. Like, I got it myself." But you know what you got to do. You got to put it
250
aside.
grand.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You got to put it aside, and you have to do what you have to do.
Absolutely. I think consistency is huge. I think in all aspects of life, like punctuality, especially, like one couple bad days or 1 to 5 bad days, and people's entire like interpretation
outlook
of
of you
you,
just-
their
yeah.
outlook of you is completely changed. So you have
That's
to
unbelievable.
at all times you have to
Absolutely.
be really consistent if you want to show yourself as a strong individual and that respects people.
What motivates you, though, every day as a 20-year-old, right, to get on that field and be the best player there is? What motivates you?
I think now I would say it's like seeing the potential of my team. My team is so strong, individual players wise, but like you said, it's a team sport. So really, it's like the motivation to get this team working together better and being better than all the other teams we face in our conference. So I feel like that's a big thing for me. Like, I see so much talent every day when I play, and I'm like, I want us to be good together, And it's hard at the college level when you have so many players coming in and out, transferring, people leaving, graduating. It's tough. It's where you see the most change in your team at any point of soccer, in my opinion. So I'd say the biggest thing is trying to lock in a group where it's like, okay, we're gonna kick some ass,
Yep.
Yeah.
How do you, maintain sportsmanship on TV, right, without losing it? Maintain sportsmanship on the field, but also give it to them a little bit and say, you know what, I know I can be cocky a little bit here without being the player no one likes, right? How do you do that? How do you toy the line?
Let's see.
I think this goes for both. Where I would say whether it's on the challenge or it's on a team sport, where it's like on the field, it's a battle. It's like, there's no respect. With the team you're facing, you're not my friend that day. It's like when you're off the field, you can show respect, But when it comes to life or death on the field, you're playing to win whatever it is, whether it's a 250 grand or it's to win the game. You got to put it all out there.
When that horn goes
No
off,
friends.
that whistle goes
Ooh,
off.
friends.
how do you
No
do
prisoners
no
taken.
It's just
friends?
go time.
No prisoners
Go
You're
time.
taken.
ruthless.
Yeah,
Gotta.
ruthless. I've had some terrible interactions with some players on the opposing team when I'm on the field, and then we're friends a couple minutes later after the game's over. We're hugging, we're dapping each other
It's
up.
just a game. When
Follow
you're done,
on
it's just a game.
Follow on Instagram, as simple as that. It's just, on the field, it's completely different.
That's amazing.
Boys are different than girls.
Yeah. How do you, I
Oh, yeah,
would,
for
like,
sure. 'Cause
cry.
we can also just brush it off.
Yeah,
And we're like,
brush
we'll
it
see you
off.
on the next
Whatever,
one. Like,
whatever,
we're
I
good
won't
here.
see you
It's two
again.
girls fighting on the field, like they're blocking each other, they're DMing each other.
Your extensions are out.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen some nasty fights, yeah, for
I
sure.
hear that.
For sure.
No, he's right, though. He's definitely right on that.
Obviously, there's going to be players you don't get along with.
Oh, yeah.
And how do you deal with that without being so distasteful that other people don't like you? Because that's always a big thing, too. You don't want to put your own reputation at risk.
Right.
So what do you do to kind of be a fan favorite but still be
Well,
dedicated?
that's what he said with the leadership and consistency. You brought
Yep.
it up before. You got to think back to that.
Yep.
You have to think back to that. You can't get in your own way.
And choose
Yep.
your battles. I think choose your battles. is smart.
Absolutely. Choose your battles wisely.
Assess the
Absolutely.
situation. Is it smart getting in a little fight with this guy? I don't think so. He's gonna make me look worse. So
Agreed, especially when you're competing for $250,000
There you go.
because you know that they're going to come back to get you later on. So you
Yep.
got to pick and choose your battles
Yep.
very wisely on that one.
Michelle, have you seen these stunning pieces from Rock and Roll Designs?
Absolutely. I am obsessed. Like, this white jade is my absolute favorite. It goes with every outfit.
Totally. I love that piece. I'm actually wearing it as well. I feel like every time I wear it, my vibes are just so high.
Oh my God, me too. I have to tell you, same here. It's either the chunky white bracelet or necklace for me. Love them. It's not too over the top either.
I feel like I could dress it up, dress it down. You know, I can wear it out. I can wear them to the gym even. I bring them
Exactly.
everywhere with me.
Yeah, and they're like really strong too. Like, they don't break and they're chic. Love it.
Rock and Roll Designs has definitely become a staple in my accessory collection, and Rock and Roll Design can become a perfect addition to your collection too. Every piece of jewelry is custom, and every crystal has a special meaning that will help you with your self-care practices. Check out their websites at www.rockandrolldesign.org to find the perfect piece for you.
And both of these folks have confidence. I mean, they are like exuding this confidence. They're like soaking it up. I love that. That is my favorite part, because that's what gets you ahead. That's what gets you on reality TV. People want to know, how did you get there? It's your confidence. It's who you are. It's what you're delivering. On the field, I want you as a player. You're always going to make the team because of your confidence, right? You know you're great. How do you instill that in someone? What would you say to a kid saying, listen, I really want to be on reality TV? Or I'm really looking to get that job, or I really want to make it on that team. How do you find the confidence in yourself to keep going? Because confidence is everything, in my opinion.
Huge.
It is 100%. I think you got to think of the future. That's what I always tell myself. Think of the future. What do you want, right? With him with sports, when you're in, what do you want? You want that win at the end. So you have to do whatever it takes to get that win.
Yep.
And that's what it is. You got to tell yourself, if it hurts right now, doesn't matter, because the future, I need the future. The future is what I'm worried about. Buying that house, right? Getting on that team, getting that scholarship, getting all that stuff. You got to just put it through your head that you're doing this for the future. Suffer now, reap the benefits later.
Absolutely.
It's like how you want to be seen. I think practice is also important. It's like practice is going to build confidence. So you put yourself in situations where you can build confidence, you're just going to be more confident. So I think it just takes repetition and building that confidence is going to make you feel better in every situation you put yourself in.
Oh, yeah. Set yourself up for success.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And of course, parents guide that too. Parents, relationships,
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
everything,
Absolutely.
everything.
Supporting
So
roles, yeah.
give me one thing that happened on the challenge where you were like, oh my God, this is a moment and I don't know how I'm going to get through this, because the show is called The Challenge. What was your biggest challenge?
Yeah, that's every day. Every day.
And
Every day you wake up, it's like, I can't do it.
When they tell you at 3 a.m. that you're allowed to finally go to sleep, and your wake-up call's at 6 a.m., and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore.
And then you still wake up and get dressed.
And you still wake up and you say, it's the future, right? The future. You got to do it. You got no choice.
3 hours and you want me to do what?
Yeah, right. Now I got to go hang off of a tractor
Cliff,
trailer and
yeah.
do a puzzle. Like,
Yeah.
I just slept for 2 hours, and then you're done with that, and same thing. You sleep for 2 hours, and they're like, all right, now you're going to go 50 feet in the air. We're going to fling you off into the water, and you got to swim a quarter mile. You're like, great. Can't wait. Let's do it.
And you
And
signed
you're on
up
TV.
willingly?
Yeah, I know. And I keep signing up for this.
Right.
I know. It's great. No, it's got its goods and its bads, but yeah, again, you got to look at that. You got to look at the future. That's it.
You know-
you encounter that situation every day where you don't want to get up and do it, and you just force yourself to do it. That's it. You have no choice.
Yeah, and you sign that piece of paper and you probably think back, why?
There's also that.
Did
yeah.
I sign this,
Right.
right?
No
Tell me
backseat.
what it's like to be on reality TV. You're mic'd up 24/7.
Yes.
Right? Anything you say or do can be held against you on national television.
That is also correct.
Dangerous.
What does that feel like? Like, are you like, okay, you can't be you, or are you like, I'm going
No,
out?
you have to be you. You have to be you, because
Okay.
when you watch yourself later, you're gonna regret if you're not you. You're gonna just be like, oh, I don't do that. Like, every time I see myself show up on the screen, I'm like, oh God, please don't say anything stupid. Please don't say anything stupid. What'd you say that day?
Yeah.
Like, what'd you do? And if you aren't yourself, you're gonna look back and you're gonna regret it. You want to have the time that you have there and it be you. You want to genuinely look back at it and be like, that was awesome. I had a great time. That was fun. All of that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, you have to be you. But it is very weird when you wake up in the morning and you're eating a bowl of cereal and there's a camera guy like this. And you're like, dude, I'm just eating a bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want
What do
from
you
me?
want?
You know, like, I don't understand what we're doing.
What cereal do you like? We just had this conversation and it
Yeah.
caused a whole spark.
I knew what hers was going
you
to be
eat
before she
cereal.
said it.
Oh, I love cereal. Yeah, it's like one of my weaknesses.
But what's your
what
favorite kind?
What kinds of
I'm a Lucky Charms and a Captain Crunch guy.
like a
Really?
chocolate Crunch.
See, that was my answer too.
I'm a
Captain
Fruit Loops
Crunch.
Frosted Flakes.
She
I
said
thought you were going to say Wheaties. I mean,
No.
come on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's a guilty pleasure, and I don't have it
That's what
often.
it says, my
But when I
weakness
do
too.
have it, I haven't had it like consistently in years, like 5
That's
years or so.
great.
I don't have cereal anymore. But when I go to my grandma's house, she's got that cereal for me. So
Well, this
I had
one
Captain
over
Crunch
here.
this morning, so
Yeah.
we're
You
good.
She
did?
went from
Yeah,
Fruity
absolutely.
Pebbles to what was it, Raisin
I
Bran.
like Fruity Pebbles.
That's
I
a-
have
Like, that's a
Interesting.
big
Opposite
switch up.
combination,
Yeah.
The only thing is that they get the soggiest the quickest.
I
would
like
say.
sogginess. Like I like the crunch and the soggy.
Yeah.
Like it's a
You
great.
gotta eat
like,
it quick. Gotta eat it quick.
Yeah,
so it doesn't
right.
get too soggy. Yeah.
Hurry up.
I haven't had Fruity Pebbles in 10 years, but I do remember what it tastes like.
I just remember it was the only cereal that was ever in our house.
Yeah, now it's like, the kid, whatever, the one that's protein cereal. I'm like, why do I buy this? This is a gimmick. It's
Yeah.
probably
Gianna's
crap.
got to get the gains.
Exactly.
Gotta get the
Absolutely.
gains.
What do they feed you on the challenge?
You get catered food from a local spot, which is never good.
Really?
Never
So
good.
you don't get to sleep.
No.
You don't get to eat well, and you got to perform.
I eat very clean, aside from my cereal. Like I said, that's my weakness.
Okay.
But out there, I eat very clean. But out there, I lived off of cold cuts and grilled cheeses.
Oh my
Because
God.
I couldn't eat the catered food that they had. They would give us oatmeal in the morning in a gigantic tray. And at one point, after like week 4 of no one eating it, we looked at them when they brought it in and we turned it upside down. And it just stayed there.
It's
Oh,
like
it
the
didn't
It just
move.
stayed there.
It didn't move.
It didn't move.
Like,
It
why do you
stayed
think
in
we're
the
not
tray.
eating
And we
it?
were like, please stop bringing us
Why do you
this.
think we're not eating it? Yeah.
Yeah, it
like-
was horrible. It's wherever you're in. So we were in Cape Town, South Africa.
Oh my God.
So it was like a local catering spot down there that God only knows.
It's like being in boarding school.
Yeah, probably. It was terrible.
I mean,
Although
you're far
boarding
from
schools
home.
are great, the stereotypical boarding school, right? But that's so funny. Oh my God, could you imagine?
That sounds terrible.
It was.
How many weeks is that? Like
How-
filming altogether?
It's anything, you can go home on like day 4 and then it lasts anything to like, I think 8 weeks.
oh
wow.
my gosh.
Yeah, 8 or
8
9
weeks
weeks
of
out
eating
there.
that food. That's
And
terrible.
8 weeks of being mic'd up. Do you have your cell phone?
No cell phone, no radio, no TV.
At
no
all?
computer, nothing.
How do you breathe?
Exactly.
I would die. You would die
Yeah,
without TikTok?
Probably, yeah. Without my phone, I mean, I got to be surrounded by some good people in order to not be on that stuff. So it'd be like, yeah.
Trust me, it's not as
It's
much
not-
fun. There's
it's
not as many
easy.
good people out
Yeah,
there.
I
You want
doubt
your
it.
phone,
I
but
doubt
you
it.
ain't got a
Like,
choice.
So you don't get it at all? Not even
Not
at 3
one-
a.m.?
nope. No.
So where does it go?
No
like,
moment.
where does that?
When before you get on the plane, because they don't tell you where you're going, that way you can't spoil it for everyone else.
Wow.
So they hold out a Ziploc bag with your name on it, and you put your phone in it, they zip it, put it in a box. And then at the end of the season, if you get eliminated, win, whatever it is, they take you to a hotel and they hand you your Ziploc bag of your cell phone.
Can I just tell you, I would quit day one.
You gotta say,
Just to
you
have
gotta
my
let everybody
phone.
know. Hey, I
Yeah,
might be
that seems like a
be
lot.
back in 4 days, or we might be back in 2 months. It's like, what the
Exactly.
heck?
Right. You have you got nothing.
That's
you have to
hard.
pay your bills like 9 weeks up front.
But
Just
You
it's
just
nice.
take a flip phone with you just to like.
So, Maximo, tell me more about school. How good is your team? Are we taking this number 1 or what? Where
I'm
are
taking
you?
us up there number 1 or 2 for sure. This
For
upcoming
real?
season, yeah, absolutely.
got this.
I have
That
confidence.
It
There
is,
it is.
see?
I have confidence. Our team's looking stronger and stronger by the day. So I think,
Awesome,
I think
awesome.
it's a good, yeah.
What do you do when there's a new recruit on the team and you're like, oh God, that was the kid I used to verse that I hated,
You
and
know
now
what?
he's my
You gotta treat
left.
him like it feels weird at first for sure, because you don't know how they're gonna interact with you. Like, damn, wait, does he like me? Does he not like me? But I just treat him like family. You know, as soon as they know you come off as friendly, they're gonna come off as friendly too. Because at the end of the day, they're a normal person. They've been through almost a lot of the same stuff that you've been through.
Yep.
They're gonna know it's like, you know, at the end of the day, he's a competitor. That now I'm on the same team. I gotta share the pitch with him. You gotta be friendly. You gotta become a family. That's the only way you're gonna bring them in and build that confidence as a team together.
Absolutely.
You can't have battles inside the team. That's not gonna work.
No, it's never gonna
It's not
work.
gonna work.
Not at all.
And here we are undercutting each other.
Exactly.
Going behind everyone's back making deals, and he's like, family.
Family.
Yeah, a little bit
Not sure
opposite
what
in
he's
that
reporting
sense.
now.
Exactly.
So
But are
funny.
you really friends with these people, or you're like writing them off?
No, some of them you are. Some
Yeah.
of you are. But everyone lives in different states, so you'll
Yeah.
really
It's
never see
not
them
gonna see them
anyway. But
again.
while you're in there, you can forge some really, really serious relationships.
Yep. Well, you
I've made
did.
some good friends out there. Yeah,
Yeah,
that too.
you
I've
did.
made some good friends out there for sure. And then other people you come back and you're like, ooh, I can't wait to touch them again. Mm-hmm. So it goes
Next
both
time
ways.
it's mine.
Exactly.
That's it.
It goes both ways.
So I want to talk about TikTok because you are TikTok famous. Let's give it up for my boy here, who's got
Appreciate it.
1.2 out there.
Yeah.
I want to know, how did you do it? What is, talk to me about the content you share and why it's important to you.
Yeah, I think, in all honesty, it was really a fate of luck. It was August 2019. I posted one video, and from there it blew up. I was like, Mom, I'm going to be famous. I was so excited. I was like, Mom, I'm telling you I'm going to be famous. And I was like, oh, maybe I'm just, messing around, just, put it out there. And then little 2 weeks later, I got like 10,000 followers. Next week, I got like 100,000. So it was blowing up super fast. And I was like, wow. And then I was just excited to, make content with my friends. I was making content with my teammates at the time, 2 of my closest friends. And we just really took it super far. Like, got into the millions, things were getting serious, getting opportunities with Fashion Week, billboards in Times Square. I'm like, where's all this going? That was really exciting. So yeah, really, really cool journey. A lot of lucrative opportunities and a really, a world that's brought me the opportunity to be here today. So I think definitely something to make the most of. It's an up-and-coming industry, absolutely. There's so much in it. Like there's a variety of things you can do with social media. But I think my content, I was happy to share, being happy with my friends. I mean, with my friends and putting that online, encouraging others to do the same, just be yourself.
Yep.
And I think that I really did feel like I was able to be myself. I really got no hate for a lot of my content that I did. So
It's good,
it was
like,
really healthy, It just
is.
felt good. It just felt good. It was a really good,
It
experience.
is healthy, clean content. Like my sons watch your videos, they
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
Like I don't really like them to go on TikTok. They're still little. They're
Yeah.
8 and
Right,
7,
right.
right?
No, absolutely,
But if
yeah.
they ever do, I'm going to you. As soon as I heard about you, I was
There
like,
you
this
go.
is an
You can
example that
recommend me,
I
yeah.
want.
Yeah, that's
You can
awesome.
recommend me.
Right?
Yeah.
I just see so much in collaboration for you with big brands and other people, and I think you're gonna go straight to the top. So we're really excited for you.
I appreciate
We're all
that.
rooting for you.
Appreciate those
and
words, yeah.
we appreciate you being here today. Can you talk to me about a video that really changed your life? I know you said you had that first viral video. What was it?
Yeah, it was a video too. I think it was like Lil Tecca's song, I Got Black, I Got White, What You Want? And we made a video where we're messing around. It's like, oh, this is like my darker skin friend, my lighter skin friend. And that just blew because it was funny. It was like,
Yes.
oh, whatever, we're messing around. It was 3 of us, and one of us like narrating. And it was really funny. And from there, we just kind of like kept up with latest trends. We did songs we liked. And then like it was funny because like then we're getting opportunities to post videos to songs that we already like. So it was like, what the heck? Like get some money out of this. So that was super cool. But I think the most, like probably the video that changed my life, I'd have to say, it was probably that one because that's obviously started it all.
Yep.
And then some big collaborations with some big creators. I would say like those really like took off and they get you into their avenue. So it's like you get exposed to their audience and
Yep.
then that just kind of blows up. So collaborations are huge, I think, absolutely, especially amongst other creators. That's gonna make you continue to grow, absolutely.
Absolutely. And where do you see yourself going, both of you, from here? I know the challenge is wrapping up, and I know we don't know the outcome, although I'm looking in between the lines here. I'm hoping we got a winner here.
Everyone
Ash.
comment down below and let us know what you think, and
Yeah.
then we'll see.
We'll see
Yeah,
where it
we'll
goes.
see.
Compare.
Where it goes, yeah.
Where do you guys see yourself? What's your ultimate goal? Obviously, I know you're looking to win the championship in college,
Yeah.
right? But beyond that, where do you see yourself? Are you going to continue to create content?
Yeah,
And-
absolutely. A little bit of everything. I got my foot in a couple places. I think definitely one of the biggest focus is obviously, winning that conference championship for our team and, hopefully get a bid into the national championship tournament. But I think besides that, focusing on school, keeping my goals and expectations realistic, I have to, in the back of my head, what am I really focused on here? It's education. I'm getting, an opportunity to play, but also focus on my school.
Yep.
And
Keep
then,
that mentality.
yeah.
Right?
And at
Isn't
the end of
he
the day,
amazing?
He is. At
For
20
his
years old.
age.
Yeah.
Dad, you did good. Where are you, Dad? Clap it out one more time for Dad. He's got a good
Keep
head
that
on his
mentality.
shoulders,
Yeah, I
man.
appreciate it.
Mentality.
He's killing him.
So yeah, focus on school, absolutely, and then social media on the side. It's something that I get joy from. It's fun. It's something fun that I can do. It's something that came to me as an opportunity that not a lot of people get to experience or do.
Yep.
So just make the most of it and keep showing myself and who I am through that. I definitely want to push my artwork through it as well. I'm a
I
big
love
artist.
that. Oh, that's cool.
That's what I do
Okay.
at school. So that's what I'm looking to get into. Showing some way to get a little bit of more of what I do in the back and the behind the scenes out there to my my fellow what's the word? My followers. Yeah.
Your
My bad,
followers,
my
yep.
bad. Yeah.
Cool.
Supporters.
Yeah, my supporters,
Absolutely.
people were, looking at me.
And what about you, Jay? I know you got a lot in the pipeline.
All
Are we
I
going
do
on
is support this
Catfish
kid
again? Support him?
I'm sold.
Appreciate it.
I know. It's amazing to see someone young so inspiring, right?
Yeah, and the
Thank
fact
you.
that he wants to keep everything else, the school and everything else
Right.
on point. That's just to keep that mentality.
He
You're
was
great.
raised right, and man, he's got a heart. That is a heart like no other. That's a good
Absolutely.
role model for the youth.
It is. That's what it
So
is,
thank you
absolutely.
for-
I'm over
for-
here nodding when he's talking. Like
Yeah.
I'm like big brother mode. Like, yeah, man, like you got this, bro. I'll teach
Appreciate
you.
it.
Let's do this. Like,
it.
I've been through these ropes for the last,
Yeah.
15 years.
Let
You're
me show
20
the
years
way.
old. Like it's your time to shine. Do
That's
it.
right.
But
Did you
gotta
feel
keep
like
that
this at his
mentality.
age?
Yeah. The reason I started Real World to begin with was my mom. My mom was like, I want you to. It was like when he was like, oh, Mom, I'm famous. I did the same thing when I got on. I'm like, Ma, I did it. Like,
Yeah.
I did it. She was the one who pushed me to do it.
Yep.
So you got to keep that in mind, and you want to do everything, with that in mind. That like, hey, I got to represent for her, for my family, for like him, for his dad. He's like, I got to make Dad proud.
Yep. Did you ever think you'd be on, so many reality shows and come so far?
No, not at all. You
Yeah.
kidding me? I'm a kid, grew up in the Bronx. Like I don't know. And like he just said, he opened so many doors and done like 6 or 7 TV shows now on another challenge. Again, like I'm a firefighter. You know what I mean? I'm a firefighter in New York. So
That
I
needs
have
a round of
legitimate
applause
job.
because that is honorable and amazing. And thank you for your service. It's very important to us. Without people like you, we wouldn't be where we are. So thank you. And
I
thank you for
appreciate
your
that.
safety and
Appreciate
protecting
that.
us. Which is amazing. So firefighter, and how do you get the time off with work?
Vacation. I used my entire vacation. I
So
used
you
a
can't-
lot of hey, work for me and I'll work for you in other days. A lot of those, and you know, you got to do it.
Yep.
I have no choice, but I end up coming back and I owe a lot of people tours. I come back and they're like, "So you're gonna work for me on Saturday night, right?" I'm like, "Oh,
I literally just got back.
yeah." I'm like,
Every
"All right."
Saturday the next
Right.
3 years.
Then the next guy's like, "And you got me for the following Saturday night." I'm like, "Yeah."
Next thing you know, you're
of
working
course,
2 weeks in a row.
Now my whole summer is working Saturday
Right.
nights.
Exactly. Everyone's off but you.
But it's worth it. It's worth it.
It
It's all
is.
good.
Absolutely. Greater purpose. Well, thank you both so much for joining us on Red. Let's give it up one more time. Amazing job, guys. Talked about so much today, and just thank you so much for your time. Where can people find you online?
Yeah, you can find me at Maximo Ravana. That's my full name on all social media platforms. On Snapchat, it's backwards. So my last name, then my first name, Ravana Maximo. But besides that, look up my name. You'll find me.
All right, make sure you check them out. Jay?
Oh, mine's nice and simple. JGMTV. JAYGMTV.
All right.
Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff.
I love it. I love it. Make sure you check them out. And you can find me at Michelle Barone online.
And you guys can find me at Ash McPherson, 2 H's on all socials.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week. Make sure you check out the YouTube channel for the video. And anywhere you listen to podcasts, right here, Red. See you soon.
See you next week.
Had a moment of clarity, and now